Hey YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to do something a bit different today. I've set myself a little bit of a challenge. I'm heading out on my local system, one of the canals on the Gold Coast, and I've got 4 rods set up. Each one of those rods is set up for a different style of fishing. So I've got a trolling rod, a soft plastics rod, I've got a fly rod, and I've also got a topwater rod. Now it's early spring. The last couple of days have been pretty warm. We've had sort of around 26 to 27 degrees here on the Gold Coast. And you know, I'm kind of hoping that the fishing's turned on a little bit. It's been quiet over winter. There's not really been a lot on the go in the canals, so it's kind of been hard to find fish. I've found the odd bream here and there, but I think with the last couple of days, the temperature's ramped up a little bit, and I'm hoping there's going to be some quality fish around. So look, we'll get out there, have a go. I'm filming inside this morning to do my intro because the northerly is howling out there, so that might make things a little bit different, especially fishing on the fly rod. It's always a bit of a struggle when the wind's blowing hard, but look, we're going to have a crack. The aim of the game is to catch fish on all 4 different methods. So yeah, we'll get out there, have a bit of a cruise around. I've not put my sounder on the boat today. I'm just going to have a crack at winging it and go into some of my local sort of haunts that I go to. I know there's usually fish in a few of these areas, so yeah, we'll basically just prospect around those areas and see if we can pick up fish. So I'm going to start out more than likely on the soft plastics rod. We'll start it with that first. I think that's probably going to be the easiest method for me to catch fish on. So as soon as I caught a fish on that, I'll switch over to the next method and we'll just keep going and see how long it takes. It's now 10 to 9, so probably about 9 o'clock by the time I've set the boat up ready to go. And we'll time it. We'll see how long it takes. If we're trying to nail a fish on every single one of those different formats. Should be interesting. Hopefully we'll get some good fish. Let's get out there and let's see how we go. Hopefully we'll get on some good ones. Righto, we're at the first spot now. As you will see, there's a bit of wind blowing. The reason I've come to this spot is the wind is pushing down right against this bank. In theory, the fish are going to be holed up right along this edge as the bait's pushed towards that edge. So any food that's traveling down with that force of the wind there pushing it up against the edge, there should be some fish around here. So look, we'll have a first crack along here. So with the wind pushing up against this edge, the fish should be right up on the bank here, if not just on the edge of the drop off. So the first lure I'm going to use is the BaitJunkie. As you can see, it's a 2.5-inch minnow. And it's like a Motoroil colour, which is just the best colour for these canal systems around the Gold Coast. I've had all my success on these lures, so this specific colour is just a go-to. So we'll have a crack along this edge, which the wind's pushing against. As you can see, it's going to be pretty breezy, but hopefully we'll be able to hear the audio, and yeah, let's see if we can get a fish on this first particular style of fishing. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of S factor on to start out with. You can never go wrong with S factor. So I'm going to just cast along this edge. We'll slow roll this bait down on the drop off. All right, let's see how we go. Landed that right on the edge of the drop off there. Probably want it to be a little bit higher up onto the bank. Yep, we're on. We got one. Yeah, there we go. Feels like a flatty. I think we might have a flatty here. No, good bream. Staying quite low. Oh no, it's a bream. Oh, we got him foul hook, that's why. Right on the side. So that's the first one on the soft plastic. We'll have another cast. That doesn't really count. I want to get one in the mouth. So there we go. He's pulled the tail on that one. Chuck it back out and let another go. Touch. Yeah, we got him. We got him. Here's a good little brim. Oh, he's having a go. He's having a go. Oh. Try and get him up. Not happy at all. Got a size brim, that. Okay. So that's the BaitJunkie. The Minow, 2.5 inch. As you can see, he's just nailed that. So I think we'll switch over now, maybe to fly. We'll go back to that corner, have a couple of casts with the fly rod and see if we can pick one up. All right. All right, I've got the 6-weight fly rod out now. We're gonna have a go with this this pink Clouser, pink and white Clouser. That's my go-to color, so I'll give myself the best chance today with that because the wind's blowing hard. So let's have a crack. We'll see if we can pick something up on that now. We're gonna have a go at this corner here, where this opens up a bit. Have a go along these banks. Getting tangled up here. Been a while since I've fished with this fly rod. Need to get my fly game back on. Nothing there, alright. We'll try a new spot now. Alright, we've arrived at the next spot now. We're going to have a go along here and see if we can pick up like a flatty or a brim or something like that. See how we go. I'm going to try and stay out the wind if we can because it's making it very difficult to cast. Northerly's just killing me, so we'll have a bit of a crack and see along this edge and see if there's something sitting down there on the drop off. Yep, got one. Yes. There we go. Took a while, but we got one. Oh, yes. Yes, we've got here, flatty. Got one, finally. Oh, yeah, it's a good one too. What is it? It's a flatty. There we go. Took a while. Finally got one. Took a while. No, flathead. Yeah. Yeah. It's the one on the fly. Little flatty there. Smash that. We'll keep going along this edge and see if we can nail another. Always very difficult when this wind's blowing hard. Get that cast right against the bank and get in a good position. You really want to be running that fly right along the drop off, all the way from the shallow water right into the deep water. Luckily we've got a bit of protection along this, in this corner here. You can kind of get some reasonable casts in. I'm not the best fly fisherman, so for me, I've not cast this rod for probably a good sort of 5 months now, so it's taken a little bit just to get used to again. As summer comes around, I'll be using it a lot more, so hopefully get my fly game together. Got to be a fish along this edge here. A lot of rock along this edge down here. Floodies love that, like camo, sort of that camouflage in the water that they can sort of hide behind, especially all those rocks. Submerged rocks are sort of like a really good little spot for floodies to hide behind. They can surprise their prey, come up and just smash them. You always run the risk though with a fly over jag in the bottom, so got to be a little bit careful. Get one right against this jetty in here. That's a good spot. Just going to pull this right past the corner of this jetty. Hopefully there's a jack under there. That'd be awesome, getting a jack on fly. Oh, missed him. Yep, we got him. Yes. Got him. There we go. There we go. Knew there was a flatty down there. Yep, we got one. Another same sort of size again. A little bit bigger maybe. A little bit bigger. Yes. That's the second one. It's absolutely scoffed that. Another same sort of size flatty, only a little one, but really good fun. Casting at the bank there and just dropping, especially around those jetties and stuff like that. You just never know what you're going to get. So we'll let this little fella go and we'll have another cast again. I'm enjoying this fly fishing now. Now we've got a couple on the board, it's getting fun, so we'll crack a couple more casting along this edge and we might even change format next. Might even do some top water. Anyway, let's get this boy back, I'll have a few more casts and see how we go. And he's off. Yep, we got another. Yep, look at that. Oh yeah, they're on fire down this corner. There's a few down here. All right, we got another. Look at that, eh? Even that fly that's chewed up, they'll still hit it. They just love that pink colour. Another similar sort of size flatty. There we go. Let's get him in. He's inhaled that as well. Absolutely inhaled it. Oh, all right. Whew. Another one. There's the other next one again. You can see he's just nailed that one. He's absolutely smashed it. Similar sort of size again, and he hit that fly. I mean, it's pretty much lost 50%, if not 60% of its fluff, and it's pretty much nailed, absolutely nailed now. So I reckon probably still catch another fish on it, but we might go do some top water now because we're probably going to run out of time. So yeah, we'll put this little fella back and we'll get on to the next format, top water. So it's 10:30 now. We've probably been out here for an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. So we've ticked off the soft plastic, we've ticked off the fly. We're now going to have a go with the top water. This is the 95mm SplashPrawn, I think it is. Is it 95? Well, it's the biggest SplashPrawn anyway. I don't have a small one. I'd probably prefer to be throwing a small one this time of year because I don't think there's going to be a lot of Trevs or big iron stuff around that will have a crack at this. Brim will have a hit at it though, Brim will eat it. Flatties will take it in shallow water as well, so I'm throwing a bigger one, but I reckon we might be able to pick something up. We'll give it a go. So let's see if we can tick this box off. putting a bit of S factor on it as well, just to give myself a little bit of a chance, because I want them to really have a crack at it if they do have a go at it, and this could be the difference, the X factor in there. So put a bit of that on there, and we'll have a bit of a cast. We'll try these pylons to start out with and see if there's something around under there. Yeah, I've decided to switch rods actually, just coming to this spot. It's all right fishing a bit heavier if there's GTs and stuff around, but I don't really think there's too many of them around at the moment, so I've opted for the lighter rod, give me a better chance of hooking something. I'm running a lot lighter line on this too, so there's always a chance you're going to get bust off, but we're approaching this bank now. I've cut the engine, I'm just coming over on the trolling motor so as not to spook the fish. And usually there's a few fish sitting on top of this bank up here, so we'll have a bit of a crack here. Hopefully we can get something on top water. Yes, we got one. Yes, top water. Yes, that was a good hook up too. Geez, they were climbing all over the top of that one. Looks like it's a decent brim. Oh yes, there's a few of them there. Hopefully these assists will stay in there. Oh, he's getting all out of shape here. Let's try and get him in before we lose him. Come on. Yes. Oh, that's a good brim too. That's a really good brim. I'll give you a look at this fella, because this is a good sized brim, this. He was obviously with the pack there and they were cruising along. They were just going pop, pop, pop. Hopefully you'll see that on the chest cam. Oh, yep. Yes, we got one. Yes. Top water. Yes. And just as it got to the deeper water, he was the one that came up and just smashed it. Let's get it out of his mouth here. You can have a look. See him? He smashed that splash prawn. Absolutely smashed it. Real good crack at that one. Right off the top. All right, we're gonna have another crack at that bank because it's pretty decent there. There's a few fish around, so let's get this boy in and we'll have another go. I think he's ready. And he's off. All right, we're gonna have another crack at that bank again, where we just picked up that brim. Hopefully we haven't spooked him. We'll have a couple of casts over there. Yep, we got one. Yes. Oh, he came right up at the boat and got that. Right up at the boat. Oh, oh yeah, he's going. Got some go about him. Oh. Followed that all the way up, that one. He's not happy. He's putting up a good account for himself. Well, I thought we might struggle with top water today, but that's 2 casts, 2 fish. Not bad. Yeah, he's a good sized brim. Oh. Oh, yeah, right, he's ready. Get him in the net. Oh, yes. That's a good size brim, that one. That's a good size brim. You can see that's on the splash prawn again. Just nailed that. Absolutely nailed it. This is not a bad fish. Alright, so we're up to the last part of the challenge now. We've done the soft plastic, we've done the fly, we've done the top water.
and now we're going to do the troll. This is a Presso rolling crank by Daiwa. This is the first real sort of little lure I use, small body sort of crank profile to troll with, and I haven't used it for quite a while now. I've actually replaced the hooks on it, and it was really good when I first got it. I was casting it at the bank and slow rolling it, and I was getting heaps of fish on it. I put some new hooks on it yesterday. I thought I'd give it a go today. It's a cracking little lure, swims nice and straight, seems to entice the fish. Anything will have a crack at this, flatties, brim, you name it. If it's swimming by, I'll have a crack at it. Obviously a very light gauge hook, so you want to set your drag nice and loose. We're basically just going to troll around the edge, right on the edge of the drop off, and we're going to keep this lure as close, tracking as close to the bottom as possible. I'm not going to be trolling very fast, quite slow actually. You don't need to go fast with these lures. You just basically just track along the edge of that bank, and wait for the fish to come out of the deep water and smack it. All right, we'll go along the outside edge here and we'll see if we can pick one up. Feel that lure just bouncing across the bottom. That's where you want it to be, as close to the bottom as possible. Feel it hitting rocks every now and then and just sort of jumping up over little sandbars and stuff. Yeah, come on. Yes, there we go. There we go. Yes, we got one. We're on. Go on the troll, on the Presso rolling crank. He's smashed that one there. So there we go, that's all 4 formats. Box is ticked. We'll still continue trolling. We'll have another go. We'll troll through this drop off here, up here, and see if we can pick up something a little bit bigger. But there you go, Presso rolling crank doing the damage. Love it. There you go. He's off. Well, that's about it for me, guys. We've been out there for 3 hours now. I've got to pick the kids up from school soon. So, yeah, we got the job done. We ticked off each of those formats: fly, soft plastic, troll and top water. We managed to get fish on all of them, which was really good. That was the main goal of today, so pretty stoked about that. Yeah, they're only small fish, but I kind of expect that this time of year. The GTs and the big guy really haven't turned up yet, so you know, as we head into summer, that sort of stuff will fire, and I'll be putting up some more videos as soon as those sort of fish sort of turn up on the scene. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for the next one. If you've got any question or comments, fire them through in the comments section. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.